what I do is, head's on this side, grab, my left leg steps around, and I'm gonna dump him right onto his back, and my shoulder is gonna spike him. So what does he do to this reaction? He goes guillotine. He's sprawled. What do? Roll my head. This combination right here. He goes guillotine, and then I can pop my head right out. That's how I get my head out of that guillotine. One more time. Okay, kick right to the head.
Oh, what'd I do?
And said something like, oh man, really good video. Very annoying to hear that person breathe.
Was it Eli?
Also, don't shake it. Like Don, when he would move, he would shake it, and the camera's broken. I gotta get a new one. So when you move the GoPro,
He returned the.
I'm borrowing it. I'm not. Right now, I still have it. I'm thinking about returning it. I've got to make a decision soon. But that I have to turn back into GoPro. So
I think it's sweet though.
Megan, please. Something inside is screwed up.
Okay.
So it gets all blurry when you move it. So try if you can to stay as still as you can and move it very slowly. Eddie, you want to do the video?
He's so nervous about me.
She just
Sometimes very important, man.
She'll mess it up. You should. Come on.
Focus, bro.
Are you playing? Are you doing it?
Yes, it's already live.
What?
I caught all your shit talking.
Oh, stop.
If y'all ever wanted to see Brian Peterson cry, now is your chance.
Can you just film it right? Everybody's relying on the camera for, please. And then they jump all over me because I got to jump all over you.
I just breathed real loud into the.
Stop with the breathing. Good. I got to give good coaching direction. Get good angles. Very nicely.
Okay.
This has to be Oscar worthy.
All right. Here we go. Teach me grappling. Brian Peterson, Mike Jeffrey. We're back. And I just dropped a video on how to drag out of a front headlock. Okay, when you're on the mat. Okay, the drag out. Controlling the elbow, reaching across, getting the drag. You guys should also know how to do this in the standing position. So there's some slight modifications, and I'm going to show you some other variation. Okay, and you don't always have to be offensive with the drag. Sometimes you just get out, which is what usually this move looks like. It usually just looks like an escape. Okay, because when someone's good, they won't fall into the trap of the arm drag. So if I shoot and the guy goes for front headlock, and let's say instead of on the mat or my hands here, I'm standing. If I'm standing right here, I can put my right hand, instead of on the mat, I can put it against his hip. See right here? This will help keep his hip away. So if his hips try to come in, let's say to do a choke or something like that, this will help give you space to keep his hip back. So go ahead and try to, and also, so he can't drive my arm across. Okay, go ahead, like try, yeah. Now, over here, I've got the elbow. I've got the triceps, okay? This is where I want to be. Notice my right elbow here, open. It's open so that if he's squeezing my neck, trying to choke me, it's tough. Or even just kind of sprawl at me and choke me. Yeah, like that. See that? Now, I can roll my head to the center. If I roll my head to the center and I turn my head sideways, looking up into the armpit, or again, left ear to chest, it's gonna be hard for him. Go ahead and squeeze that. Okay? Now that I'm here, I can cut the angle, shoulder puts pressure into his arm, and my head pops out. Now at this point, I didn't even do an arm drag. I could bring this arm across to go for the arm drag, but I also could just take this hand and push and do an elbow pass. So an elbow pass is basically when you grab the triceps, you're in the standing position, and you take this and you push. You push it across to get an entry for an attack. So I can basically do that. So instead of doing an arm drag, you're doing an elbow pass. Okay, here. The drag is a pull. The elbow pass is a push. Okay, let's say I had this instead of here, arm drag, elbow pass. So now going back into the front headlock. I went for a takedown, it didn't work. I go right to this position. Pulsing against this hip. I make a little angle, see my feet? And I turn my head, ear to chest. Instead of the arm drag, I elbow pass. As I elbow pass, I pressure into it with my head. What he should do is start to square. Yes. And now you guys are in this position. You might just get out. Okay? Or you'll elbow pass and then take a shot. Okay? Just like that. And then finish. Okay? Again, I get snapped down. I say he snaps me. Okay? I'm in this position. I'm still on my feet. He hasn't pulled me all the way to the mat. I've got my fingertips on the mat. Try to pull me. See, I'm here. Now I can start to go for the drag. Keep going. Or I can pulse on the hip. If you try to bring your hips in. Okay? I can pulse on the hip. Circle out. Push. Okay? This is real important for you MMA guys out there. You guys that want to know, when you get on the, in an MMA fight where they're striking, and you go here, I have to know how to get out of here. If I come up to my feet, remember, he can knee my head. So some guys stay down here so that their head doesn't get kneed. Okay? But I can't just stay here because now he kind of gives me a little snap and spins behind. And then you get your butt kick from there. And when you put striking into the equation, you start to realize, I don't want to be down there. I don't want to be on the mat on the bottom. So if the guy gets you here, MMA-wise, I want to stand up and I want to push and turn and get out. Okay? That way we can get back into the clinch and maybe I can get a takedown. Don't stay down there. Again, he snaps me. I'm already here. Ear to chest. Pulling the elbow. I could do a drag or I could go just with the elbow pass. If they're striking, I can elbow pass and then fire off. Okay? That's another combination that I like to teach. Guy goes here, I'm pushing, and I throw the kick right out of that position. As I push it out, throw the kick. Or the right hand. Okay? Guys here, boom. And throw your right hand right away. Now here's a drill for you. I'm gonna put this is to train your reactions. My head is down, he's gonna put me in either a guillotine or front headlock. Second this happens, don't wait. Turn my head sideways. Back my head. My car backs out of the garage. Okay, you can't go forward. He goes here, and I back my head out. If he goes the other side, so that every time, here. Now, what I'm gonna show you now, this is now on the guillotine, not the front headlock. It's the same though, how they're all connected. If he has this, and his hips get close, I can't do it. It's not gonna work. My head, if I do this, I'm still getting choked. Go ahead and squeeze. Right there. But if his hips are back, there's room for my head. Go ahead and squeeze my neck. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. My head comes right out. So it requires his hips to be back. So how do I make his hips go back, is the question. Because you go, what if he guillotines? If he guillotines, stands up. I start to take the guy down. What I do is, head's on this side, grab, my left leg steps around, and I'm gonna dump him right onto his back, and my shoulder is gonna spike him. So what does he do to this reaction? He goes guillotine. He's sprawled. What do? Roll my head. This combination right here. He goes guillotine, and then I can pop my head right out. That's how I get my head out of that guillotine. One more time. Okay, kick right to the head. So let's recap. you always want to make an angle. If this one goes around my neck, I look this way and I turn. If this one goes around my head, I look this way and I turn. Okay? Elbow pass. Not always drag. The arm drag is good too, though. Arm drag is good too. See you later, Scotty. So you want to know the arm drag, you want to know the elbow pass. Okay? We know how to move. If we're in a guillotine, he's starting to arch back. You can't do this move. You attack. That gets the response of hips go back, turn, and come out. And I'm always circling towards the arm. Okay, so there's some real important information there. If you guys get really good at this, you won't get caught. You'll be able to escape just about every time. This is solid stuff. Ear to chest, every time. Every time I get caught, boom, I penetrate, ear to chest as I'm coming up. And I'm pushing into him. I'm driving into him. I shoot here, boom, ear to chest. Come to the other side, boom, I'm caught, ear to chest. Making angles. Making angles to get out of there. And then I know it already happened to you, so let me say this. Try to be careful. My head hit your jaw how many times? Couple, 2 or 3. Guys, look, oftentimes you'll do this move, boom, and that head will hit you right in the chin. Just be careful when you're training. It's common, it happens a lot. So it doesn't really hurt me too much, hurts him. So just be careful out there and have fun and get better. Okay, Megan, you got anything to say? Megan's behind the camera, everybody. Megan loves the 2 thumbs up. Okay, let's call it a day, you guys. Enjoy your weekend.
Is that enough?
We've got the CIF Dual Championships. This is our California Division Championships for our wrestling team. It's tomorrow. The Vikings are ready. I hope we can pull it off again this year. We were champs last year. I don't know though. There's good teams out there. We're gonna do our best. See you guys tomorrow. Hopefully I'll be able to make a video about that wrestling meet. Take it easy. See ya.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Megan.
Oh.
Bye, Megan.